of this race. It got very, very busy. But now Gareth, Ash and Peter are ready for us. Big announcement coming up, Gareth.
Yeah, this is a big announcement. This is a game changer, Mark Olmos. I'm joined by the CEO of the Meadows, Ash Baker, and the chair of GRV, of course, Peter Duncan. Pete, what about this? Can you explain what you've just announced?
We've just announced that the Meadows will do, in conjunction with GRV, the first ever slot race in greyhound racing in Australia. So it's similar to the Everest in the thoroughbreds. So you basically buy a slot and then you race on December the 18th, and the first prize money is $750,000.
So the slot, how much does it cost to get into this race?
$75,000 to buy a slot, but then you get money back from 4th to 8th. So Ash can talk more about the detail on that, but we're really excited about this because it gives everyone in Australia an opportunity to try and buy a slot. You can on-sell a slot, and Ash will, as I said, talk about the detail of that. But $750,000 for first prize, you can't beat that, and we just continue to innovate in Victoria.
Ash Baker, congratulations. The Everest took the sporting world by storm, really. It's the biggest race now in New South Wales, and many say the second behind the Melbourne Cup. Do you see your race here, the Phoenix, becoming nearly the biggest race in greyhound racing? Is that your vision?
Absolutely, Gareth. I think, like Peter said, it's important that we keep innovating in our sport. We've got good market share, we've got a good product, and we've got good people behind our sport. So having new races and adapting to what the punter and the public wants is also important. So the Phoenix is what it's going to be called, December 18th, which will bring to the close a big year of racing. It's off the back of the Metro Festival of Racing, which has a Melbourne Cup in it as well. And the big thing is the way it's structured is anyone can have a go. So you might not be able to afford a slot, but if you've got a good dog, well, you can negotiate with the slot owners to get your dog into the race. So it is a game changer. I can't wait to get the first one out of the way this year. I wish it was a week out and instead of February, but we've got a lot of work to do. I think there'll be plenty of popularity behind the race, and I can only see it getting stronger and stronger.
Have you got a date for the Phoenix?
18th of December.
So it's not far away at all. Was it difficult to find a spot?
It is, because the greyhound racing calendar is so chock-a-block. We've got so many good races around the country, but I felt it was important not only to have a good slot for the race to fit into the calendar, but also to make sure we can have an event. I think it's really important to have the people here to celebrate races like that, and that's what the Everest does very well with the thoroughbreds, and that's what we'll be looking to do with the Phoenix.
So it becomes a real community race, but as Peter V'landys did with the Everest, he was able to get a different generation involved in thoroughbred racing. Is that how the Meadows maybe sold this to you, Peter, to make sure that we can get new people engaged in the sport?
Yeah, 100%. It's all about like the next generation of whether they're owners, trainers, punters, whatever that takes. It's getting them excited about greyhound racing. It's already exciting if you look at what happened here tonight in the Australian Cup, and Tommy Shelby, I've got the hat on tonight because they've given it to me, Steve Withers and Michael Harders, who are here obviously representing WA Racing Tommy. But it's about getting that excitement at another level, and we'll just keep pushing and pushing, next level, next level, next level, to get people really excited about our sport, because it's fantastic and you need to get involved. It's like unbelievable. So that's what we're trying to do.
The Everest, everybody wants a slot. When they probably first started it, I think a few people and a few organisations were a little hesitant, but with the Phoenix, how do you get a slot? And is it all types of businesses and organisations that can put their hand up for a slot?
Anyone can buy a slot, Gareth. So we're just going through the final process in how that application process will look, but it will be via an application. There will be a committee, a panel of such that'll go through and review, because I think we will end up being in a position where we've got more buyers than slots available. So we're just working through that process, but from what we've market tested behind closed doors, it's going to be pretty hot demand to get a slot in the race for $750,000.
Geez, it's exciting. How long have you been planning this for, Peter?
We've been planning it a little while, and we kept it really tight, didn't we, Ash? And just kept it right in the vault until we were ready to go. And I think we had our final meeting in January when we said we're good to go, but we're going to hold it off until Australian Cup night. It seemed fitting to announce it live, to say this is what's happening in Victoria. Come one, come all, try and get a slot. It'd be fantastic. And we just kept it very, very under wraps. And we're really excited tonight to announce that we've got the Phoenix, and I think it'll be fantastic for greyhound racing across the country, not just in Victoria.
Tommy might stay on racing. I think he might be pretty popular if you've got a slot. In fact, Steve Withers just won 150,000 tonight, along with the owners. They won 300, so they might just buy a slot. It's exciting for greyhound racing, as we mentioned. I think it is a game changer. I'm surprised other clubs or codes haven't really done this yet, but congratulations to the Meadows and GRV. Once again, you've been on the front foot and can't wait now for the Phoenix and bring on December.
Thanks, Gareth. Can't wait.
Well done, Peter.
Thank you, Gareth.
There we go. Peter Duncan, the chair of GRV, and also the CEO of the Meadows, Ash Baker. And I might try and get a syndicate together and put our hand up. I don't know what we'll call it, but we might try and get a slot for the Phoenix.